Hello, folks, and welcome along to Extinguished Motorsport. I'm going to be your commentator for this evening, OEBT. Welcome along to the channel. Right now, we are here with Extinguished Motorsport for their Wolff tier for Season 2, and this is Round 10, the season finale. And right now, they're at Las Vegas. The length of this circuit is 6.2 kilometres, or if you prefer that in miles, that is 3.853 miles. We've got two DR race zones here, and there is 25 laps of racing around this 17 corner racetrack with a 1.2 mile long straight. I'll get all the data up for you guys at the moment. Not got many around here tonight, unfortunately, but what we'll do right now is we'll have a little look at the standings. So Stray Dog Racing is the champion with 320 points. Then we've got Passy in second on 261 and Collins on 251. Then in fourth on 227 is Andrew Pipsmith, and Stray Dog Zero is on in fifth on 213, 206 for Ali Ali. Test Driver is on in seventh with 199 and 188 for Super Striker. In eighth, Percival is just below that on 154, and then we've got Stray Dog 3 on 114. And that rounds out just the top 10. We'll have a quick look at the constructors right now. We'll just sit with St. Power right now, as they're coming up to turn 10, I think it is now. McLaren are in the lead on 533 points. Haas on second on 430. Red Bull on 433. Mercedes on 261, the RBs on 218 in fifth. In sixth is Aston Martin on 212. Sauber on 149 in seventh. In eighth is Williams with 135. Ferrari on 72 and Alpine at the back on 28 points. So all those who are new to the channel, welcome along. We've just seen some times already started coming in from Test Driver, putting in a 132.135. That's over 3/10 quicker than Robbo. So quite a little bit of a gap there to the driver ahead. We've got a couple of new faces here, but we've seen them on the channel previously with Benji, Bucka and Verpe. They two joining Extinguished Motorsport for tonight, so good to see them along also. And we'll sit with Benji as we see what time they're going to be able to put on the board. Two seconds, folks. Oh, so Benji stomping it down already on them medium tyres, 132.345. We'll get that off the screen for now. We're sitting with Ali in that Red Bull as they're coming around turns 10 and 11. Now approaching turn 12 before they got onto this 1.2 mile long straight. Just around this little kink here of turn 13. And then you've got 14, 15 and 16 that come up real quick and heavy right amongst each other. And here we go, getting heavy into the brakes, just braking just before that 100-metre board. And now getting as close to that barrier and taking as much of that apex as you can out of 15 before you end up coming into the barrier. You don't want to be doing that. Passe putting in the fastest lap of 131.632. Ali goes second with 132 flat. So Passe putting in a belter of a time there and going, well, half a second quicker, but now 4/10 quicker. So nicely done. We've got Verpe, one of the other new faces here in the Haas tonight. We'll see how they're going to be able to do. We'll just go on board with them now and do a lap with Verpe here. Managing to come out of that little 14, 15, 16 complex nicely. And you've got turns down in here, keeping it to the right hand side as much as possible. Going into that and trying to straight line it as you can into turns 1 and 2 here. Nicely does it, got a bit of traffic there, and I think that was actually his teammate. It was, so that could possibly end up costing him a bit. He's going to be trying to make sure to get this braking right for going into turn 5, and that he does. Straddling that curve nicely, carrying maybe just that little bit too much speed there into the corner. Now around 6 and into 7 and 8 now. Round 9, and then you've just got the flat out corners of 10 and 11 now. Before you reach the very tight turn 12. As you see him going into here. Be careful of that DHL sponsored barrier on the outside. You don't want to be hitting that, especially going on to this straight here, so that will bother you all the way down, and it's all the way to the other end of the track. 1.2 miles, 1.2 mile long straight. Now coming into turn 14, hits that little curve on the inside of 14 and navigates 15 and 16 quite nicely. Now it's flat out all the way to the line, using that battery as much as they possibly can. Keeping it to the left, there we go, they end up going 6th there with a 132.599. Decent time there from the Haas reserve. And Jack Sparks somehow just sitting on the track. Unsure why that is happening at this moment in time. So we'll go down. Stray Dog Zero is on a lap, coming down this back straight here. Passe going even faster, 131.332, extends that gap to about 7/10 now. Now, Stray Dog Zero, time they're going to be able to put in, they've got 133.755 is their time to beat, and they've just went and put in a 132.651. It's good enough for 7th place for now. Is Verpe going again? No, but I think they're just about to go and jump into the pits now. We'll go further up. We've got Benji who's on a lap. We'll see if anyone else further up is on a lap. It doesn't look like it. Looks like Benji is the only one. Well, the one who's further on anyway. Looking on the inside of the curbs there, I will say that's actually quite a nice addition that I haven't noticed before. There's the little playing card suits there. The hearts, diamonds, spades and clubs. Ooh, getting close to that barrier. Not going to be getting the best of exits here out of turn 12. That is definitely going to hinder them all the way down to turn 14. Benji going to navigate them corners quite nicely there. Does better than earlier on in the lap, but now to the line. What time are they going to be able to put in? So 132.345 to beat. Are they going to be able to get better? Yes, they do. 131.586. Absolutely smashes it. Nicely done there from the McLaren driver of Benji. Robo on a lap. Oh, bounces off that wall. Did they get damage from that? I don't think they did. Managing to walk away nicely there, thankfully enough for them. Just seen someone move up. That was Jack Sparks, just moved up to 5th place with a 132.447, making sure to get out of the way of the other driver. And now he's almost pointing the wrong way, and he better watch out because he could end up getting disqualified for pointing the wrong way. So you better get going as soon as possible, which he does manage to do, thankfully enough. We'll go further down to St. Power, just coming into turn 5 right now. So we'll check in with them in just a little few moments. So it's only Robo on a lap in the final sector right now. Coming up to turn 14. Heavy on the brakes. No, not managing to get the rotation into turn 14 there. That's definitely going to hold them up. And if they're not doing good on their time, which I don't think they are, they may as well just jump into the pits there, which they don't do. They're carrying on and doing another lap. Also, they are on a lap now, so what we'll do is we'll go down with our teammate, St. Power, who's just went off a lap. Andrew Pip Smith, are they on a lap? Yes, they are. So it's Robo, Jack Spag, they're just coming into the pits now. So Andrew Pip Smith is going to be the next one up. We shall stick with them for now. Oh, Robo's retired. Robo has retired from the Grand Prix. Whereabouts is that, actually? Oh, that was coming out of turn 7 there. Unusual bliss. A bit gutted that I'd missed that, to be honest, but right now, we've got, Andrew Pipsmith bottles that there, and he ends up invalidating, so straight into the pit lane it will be for the Red Bull driver. Verpe, are they on a lap right now? Yes, they are. They're just coming around right where Robo did end up binning it. Test driver not on a lap as of yet. I think did just finish a lap though. So we'll sit with the other Haas driver, Verpe, right now and see if they are going to be finishing this lap or not. They just came into sector 3. They're 10th up, 2/10 up on their time right now. That could end up putting them into 5th position and up 2 places. But could they improve even further, to improve by just another few tenths, then they could end up getting 3rd place. Now coming into the final braking zone. Oh, brushing the limits there, going across turn 15 there, cutting that as much as humanly possible. DRS has been, the ERS has been used. That is definitely not going to help them, but they managed to slot in just behind their teammate. Just 0.05 of a second down on their time. Now test driver coming up to the line. Are they going to be able to improve on their time? 132 flat. They do improve on their time, but not enough in order to get up any places. And test driver has retired. Stray Dog Zero coming to the line. Used up all their deployment, manages to put it into 6th with a 132.437. Nicely done from them. We've got Percival on a lap, currently sitting in 10th with a 133.509. Into turn 5 they go, nice and smoothly there. Not rushing and throwing the car in, not being too aggressive. Maybe that's what you want, is the bit of aggressiveness. Like, not like that, not aggressive with the barriers. You certainly don't want that, as that could definitely mess your lap right up and cause you to lose so much momentum on the exit of corners. Anyone who's watching and who's new to the channel, it would be much appreciated if you'd be able to throw, if you enjoyed the content, throw a little like in. If you want to see more of the content, you could subscribe to the channel. Looking on right now, it looks like Jack Spark is actually giving Percival a tow, but gets in the way and is on the racing line. That was not good there from Jack Spark, and they actually end up not managing to be able to get a time in. Percival not managing to get any quicker. Stray Dog 3, we'll see what they are. St. Power is up on their time, not by much though. We'll go further up and see who is going to be up next. It's going to be, where are they? Sauber of Stray Dog 3 coming straight to the line now. The Sauber screaming its head off there as it comes to the line. 9th place, 132.880, unless St. Power has got anything to say about it. But right now, we'll go with Benji Bucket as they come towards the line now. Are they going to get that pole position? No, they're not. They did improve on their time, but not enough in order to go and claim that pole position. St. Power going to be starting at the back of the grid in 12th position. So quite interesting seeing the two new drivers are sitting in 2nd and 5th right now. Can we see them get any higher in the race? So Benji saying that he apparently didn't, unfortunately didn't have the pace in him in order to get that pole position. But 2nd place still good enough. It's still going to be starting on that front row, and you've got Passy who's going to be starting in that pole position. The time of a 131.332. Nicely done there from them. Benji just under a quarter of a second back. Then we've got Ali in 3rd, Test Driver 4th. Then we've got Verpe in 5th, 6th for Stray Dog 0, Jack Spark in 7th, 8th for Robo Stray Dog 3 is in 9th, Andrew Pip Smith in 10th. Then we've got Percival in 11th, and starting at the back will be St. Power in that Williams. So now we're going to be moving on to the next stage, and it's going to be the 25 lap Grand Prix around this lovely 3.853 mile long circuit, or 6.2 kilometre 17 corner lovely track. So let's see what tyres all the drivers have went on. It seems that Passy has went for the hard. Same with Stray Dog Zero and Robbo, all opting for the hard compound tyres at the start, going for that offset compared to the rest of the grid, all starting on the medium compound tyres. So that is 9 starting on the mediums and 3 starting on the hard compound tyres. So it's good to see the comparison. Benji looking in a good position right now to get a good start. That's all going to depend on if Passy is going to be able to get them hard compound tyres up to temperature at the start of this Grand Prix before the lap 1 does start. Going to take this moment to thank everyone for tuning in. Anyone who hasn't subscribed, be much appreciated. If you did, just ended up reaching 51 subscribers last night, so it'd be brilliant to keep that momentum carrying on into the end of the year. But Passy managing getting a belter of a lap. Ended up hearing from Verpe, who apparently forgot to put a setup on his custom setup, so is starting on a default setup, so not going to be expecting much from them, unfortunately. Everyone doing their final burnouts, getting them rear tyres nice and toasty for the run up to turn 2. Turn 1, sorry. There we go, everyone lined up back on the grid, and now we're going to be getting the red lights coming up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we're away for the final time in Season 2 for the Wolff Tier here in Las Vegas. Passy getting a good start, but Benji is coming up the inside, looking at the Haastorf test driver there, battling out up the inside there. Ali still not given much room, and looking up the inside, going into turns 2 and 3, and Benji is off into the wall, and unfortunately ended up getting that little slip there, and now down to the back, and looking further up right now. We've seen side by side St. Power and Jack's back. St. Power going up the inside of the Ferrari into turn 5, now gets up into that 8th position there, nicely done. Was later on the brakes there. Going into turn 7, Andrew Pip Smith there, looking for a little peek around the outside of Robbo, and trying to see if they could get that 6th place there, but unfortunately couldn't do much about it. Verpe is right on the back of Passy here for that 1st position, managing to get a great start. Not even got their own custom setup on, and is already up into 2nd place, up 3 positions on them medium compound tyres with the little stuff that happened between Ali, Benji and test driver. Unfortunately not managing to get the best starts, but he has used up quite a bunch of battery, and is now catching that Mercedes. And you want to try and get away as much and as quickly as possible, but is carrying too much speed there coming out of turn 16, and actually end up going into the back of that Mercedes. And they're going to be wanting to try and get past as quick as they can, as they will have the superior grip and pace in them at the start of this Grand Prix compared to the hard tyres in the middle of this Grand Prix later on. Well, when the medium tyres start going off, so want to try to create that gap as early as they can. Not managing to get close enough just yet. This track goes in there, we see the sphere on the left hand side, and the little guy with the helmet on it, the little face, always watching over all these drivers, and like a little guardian angel or guardian demon, depending on which end you are going to be at. Benji has opted not to go into the pits just yet. That was quite an unusual one. Maybe going to be hoping and waiting for a safety car, but that's not going to be working out just yet. Passe now being overtaken. Overtaken Verpe there, but Verpe now looking like under threat from Ali. Verpe now going for the move, trying to carry that momentum, but unfortunately not being able to. We've got a stray dog into the wall there at turn 15. Did they break deep, or have they did they run into the wall? They ran into the wall, unfortunately, and now down into 12th. I've got a broken front wing. Robbo is around also, and apparently lagging like crazy all over the place. Doesn't have any damage to that front wing, so managing to walk away from that, fortunately enough. And did I just see Verpe getting... that was a bit ambitious there from Passe. And that was just a racing incident on my part. I will say Verpe is up into first place right now with an attacking Red Bull right on the back of them, who will be hungry for that first place, and especially with the tyre situation. They're both on equal ground right now. Of course, tyres don't mean as much here in Las Vegas. Of course, it is just mostly straights, so you're not losing as much time. Looking on right now, Ali looking like they're pulling alongside. Now the DRS opens almost at the end of the straight, and now they manage to pull past the Haas, and so does Test Driver. So we've got Verpe, who is in third place now, managing to get a good launch there out of turn 15 and 16, and now moves up into second place, managing to carry that momentum with them, and that was actually nicely done. So going for it with St. Power, but not managing to get close enough in order to go for a move going into turn 1. We'll move further up. Oh, and Test Driver is into the wall. If they did receive damage, did I just see some carbon fibre flying off of that Haas? Nope, they're managing to get away with it, no bother. Fortunately enough, battling it out with Andrew Pip Smith here. They're not letting one position is enough for them to lose. They're not going to be losing another one. Fighting tooth and nail there for that fourth. Moving further up with Verpe here on the back of that Red Bull. Can they get this overtake done? The answer here is going to be quite rhetorical, as it looks like they're going to be getting the move done. DRS is open, nice and easy. You've got slipstream all the way down there, and then just getting that little boost of DRS does help out quite a bit. Stray Dog 0 and is that Test Driver have both came together. Stray Dog 0 not got any damage. Test Driver, have they got any damage? I'm unsure about that. Nope, they fortunately enough managed to get away with that there. Is Benji still riding with damage? Yes, he is. So that's actually quite surprising. Passe into the pits to get that front wing changed. And we've got a virtual safety car. Stray Dog was off there, did crash at turn 1 there. So VSC for now. We'll see how things are going to be going in a few moments. I don't think the drivers are going to manage to get back around in order to get back in to be able to get a pit stop done, like a little cheap pit stop. And there we go, we're back racing again. Verpe still managing to hold off that lead for another lap. Now let's see if they're going to be able to hold off here on the run down into turn 5. I don't think Ali is going for it, so he's nice and safe for now. He has got a lot of less battery in that Haas though, compared to that Red Bull, so the Red Bull at a major advantage here. Moving further back, got Test Driver and St. Power battling out side by side on the run down into turn 5, and then just in the background there we could see Benji and Percival battling out. Benji still not been into the pits. Looks like they're away to gain 2 positions here on Percival and Test Driver there. Nicely done. Unfortunately for Test Driver, now down into 10th position. Oh, Stray Dog 3 is out of this Grand Prix and retired in the pit lane. I just realised that I was on mute for a long time there, unfortunately. Ali now managing to get, Verpe now managing to get back past Ali there. And move up into that first position. Robbo being overtaken by Stray Dog 0, moving up into 4th position now, and Robbo down into 5th. Stray Dog up into 4th and Robbo into 5th. Did Robbo clout the wall there on the outside and get damage? I don't think so. He's got a bit of damage to that left-hand side end plate though, I think. Is he? Yep, and that most likely would have occurred at a turn 5 incident. Let's see St. Power getting close to the back of Passy there. I don't think they're going to have what it takes to keep up, as they have got that broken front wing. Good few drivers opting to carry on with a broken front wing and keep going. Ali now down this back straight, over a mile long back straight. DRS is open, moving to the left hand side of that Haas, and now down into turn 14 in the lead of this Grand Prix here on lap 10. Verpe not managing to have that straight line speed required in order to make the attempt back. Robbo and Stray Dog 0 swapping places yet again. Passy and Percival swapping places. Passy now, sorry, up into 6th position. Now they're going to be chasing down Stray Dog 0, who's sitting in 4th position now, as Jack Sparks now into the pit lane. And for some reason that Ferrari was quite a way back in that box for some reason, but unusual there. Is Stray Dog going to have a go back at that Williams going into turn 5? It looks like they are. Down the inside, is the McLaren going to manage to make it work? Yep, they managed to make it work, and it's going to turn into the inside line again later. But Robbo, with that overspeed on the exit of turn 5, manages to keep that 3rd place there. Nicely done. This battle between Verpe and Ali is being carried on from the start. Have they got what it takes to take this lead back? And the question is, who's going to be walking out with the lead at the end of this Grand Prix? Who's going to be walking out as the winner? There's quite a few drivers who have already pit, and we know that it's a about 20 to 22 second pit stop, so they will drop down to 3rd and 4th position, but not by much. A Stray Dog and Robbo will end up having to box soon. Now we'll see Ali has already been served and is out of their garage, looking on at the Red Bull, just managing to get past Verpe there and now move up. And are they going to be able to... Oh, Verpe getting vicious there, trying to get past there. Ever aggressive, knowing that these two cars are there. And is he going to be able to go for the double overtake? Nope, not managing to get that, as the overspeed between them two. Having the DRS there is insane. Robbo is lagging all over the place, unfortunately. And oh, with that little bit of confusion there, is Verpe going to manage to get up in 2nd? Nope, not just yet. He's going to have to hold off onto that 3rd for now. Passy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. looking on at these top four now, all within 1 second of each other. Well, Ali did drop back there for the briefest of moment, and actually that is the interval to the leader. So let's see, what is Ali got in the tank? They're using that battery to get past the Haas of Verpe. And then we see just up ahead, Robbo getting past Stray Dog Zero. Is the Red Bull going to go for it? He could have, but he's deciding it's going to be quicker to just wait behind for now. And he could have went for it, but didn't, and now he had a slip up, and Verpe now manages to move up into third place after that little slip up at turn 15. Only battle right now is this battle for first position. Of course, Stray Dog Zero and Robbo have still got to make a pit stop, but that could all be nullified almost with a safety car. Benji Bucket putting in the fastest lap. Stray Dog Zero and Robbo battling it out there, going side by side, going around turn 5 and 6 now, side by side, before Robbo manages to hold off on that first position. Benji, the quickest driver on track, 3.3 seconds, sets the gap between them and Andrew Pipsmith. Did we see contact there? Has any of these drivers got any damage here? And Robbo has actually got damage, whether that be from earlier on or just recently. But Ali now speeding up past all three drivers ahead of them, and now up into first place from being into fourth, and Stray Dog Zero putting Robbo into the wall there, and that caused a big incident there, and I'm going to be surprised if that isn't going to get transferred into a safety car. That was a bit naughty there from Stray Dog Zero there, I will say. Unfortunately, that's going to end up hindering a good few races here. Did Verpe get any damage? They did, unfortunately. But using this VSC to try and gain some places. A lot of drivers opting for a pit stop. So this battle now is for 5th place, closest one, for Stray Dog Zero, Percival and Robbo. And then we've got a close one here for 8th between Test Driver and Jack Spack. Jack Spack is the one on the fresh rubber. DRS has now been re-enabled. We are back racing. The green flag is waving. So is Percival going to manage to catch up to Stray Dog and be able to overtake him? 8/10 is the gap to the car ahead. Now on lap 14 out of 25 in this Grand Prix, going on to lap 15 in just a few moments, with Ali as they're just coming up to turn 7 right about now. So there we go, we're going to see that lap counter change, and we're on lap 15 now. These drivers that we're on board with right now are still on lap 14, but looking on right now, Robbo and Percival side by side going through this complex section, and Percival not willing to give that up, keeps going and ends up losing an end plate because of that. Into the pits does come Percival. So Ali managing to do quite nicely. He's managing to build that gap up. 2.7 seconds is the gap now. 2.8 to Verpe behind. Passy quite a way off in third place on them fresh medium tyres till the end of this Grand Prix. Will they be able to hold it out, though? That is the question. Benji now caught up to the back of Passy here. And are they going to be able to get the DRS? They didn't manage to get a good exit there from turn 12, so they may have to wait it out just for now. And just try and gain up as much as they can in the next few moments. So everyone sort of split up right now. Just sitting with some of these drivers. Benji getting close to the back of Passy, still 1.1 seconds, just a little bit off of the DRS window where they could be able to activate that and to get that advantage that they can. Of course, it's not going to be too much with no doubt these rear wings being very, very low for downforce at this track, because it's been such a big long straight here. And of course, top speed will matter. Robbo getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. In fact, we're going to have a look at the penalty situation right now. Ali on 3 seconds with Passy on 3 seconds. Same with St. Power on 3 seconds. Robbo is the only driver on 6 seconds worth of penalties at this moment. Biggest gainer up to now is Verpe, the newcomer, currently sitting in second place, but Ali has managed to extend that gap out, and that'll be due to Verpe not having that front wing in 100% condition after the left end plate is off of that Haas. Benji Bucket now dropped down quite a bit. That is a bit unfortunate from them. Let's see, Robbo is gaining on Stray Dog Zero. He's got them within sight, so that is definitely going to be fueling them on in order to try and get that 5th position. We'll have a look at the tyre situation right now. So both of them on the same age tyres. So silently, Andrew Pip Smith has managed to close this gap on Jack Spack and is now within that DRS range of the Ferrari up ahead. Robbo just getting within that DRS window also of Stray Dog there. Let's see, we get here how much more speed that engine gets. You just hear the engine just ramping up, getting more relaxed as it's able to keep going. Looking like, is he going to go for it? No, he's not just yet. That was a bit unusual. I thought he would have gone for it as soon as he can there. But now, down the inside, going into turn 1, it's going to turn into the outside, but he gets it done nice and easy. Did he get out of shape there? I don't think he did. Did look like he took a bit of a deeper line on the inside. Robbo looking on the back of Stray Dog Zero now. Stray Dog Zero not managing to be the quickest around here just yet. That could all change though. We're on lap 18. Is Robbo going to be able to go for the overtake here and gain a position? He's going to have the DRS advantage, which opens up now. And just sitting behind nicely for now. Jack Spack is going to be close enough to the Red Bull of Andrew Pip Smith, and now gets the overtake done. You could see the overspeed there, and he's not even using the battery, whereas Andrew Pip Smith was using a bit of battery there, and ends up about 15 mile an hour difference there. He'll move back up with Robbo here, who's still gaining and gaining on Stray Dog Zero. Oh, taking a nice tight line there, going around turn 5, straddling that curb on the apex. And that is the one thing I will say that is good about this track, is you are able to straddle a lot of the curbs and just take advantage of them. Moving further down to Andrew Pip Smith, and just as we got on board with him, he spins out and loses that tail line, just gets that kick of oversteer, and ends up having a little bit too much rear end slip and goes almost into the wall. Managing to walk away without any damage though, but still did end up losing about 2 seconds, and that would have definitely lost him his rhythm. We're now on to lap 20 with Ali now. We'll continue to see how things are going to unfold. Robbo and Stray Dog. Robbo being quite the tad aggressor there, but whether that be the case with both of them or not, that certainly lost both of them some time. Oh, pass a 3-second time penalty. I think that's a second one for them now, so now up to 6 seconds worth. Benji could actually take away a podium here. And if he keeps on, if he's able to keep on increasing his pace, then quite possibly, looking at the penalty situation, if he got up to second within 3 seconds at Ali, he could end up getting a good result, but that is pretty much out of the question as things stand right now, as the gap with Passy is increasing. Looking on at Robbo though, and he's going to be going for that move with Stray Dog Zero. He's in that slipstream down this 1.2 mile long straight. He moves to the right hand side. That DRS opens right now as they're on the run down into turn 14 here at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Going in, and Robbo takes control and moves up into 5th position. What is Stray Dog Zero going to be able to say about that? As now they two anyway are getting ready to go on to lap 21 right now. This battle here is Stray Dog going to be going for it just yet? Not just yet. We have seen most of the overtakes happen at the back straight after turn 12 down to turn 14. Benji Bucket managed to close that gap just a little to 1.9 seconds. It was over 2.2 just a few moments ago, and now it is increasing yet again. Must just be a certain part of the track that Benji is possibly struggling with, as I know sometimes just like one corner can end up hindering us up, just not knowing how to hit it correctly. Now the top two now moving on to lap 22 now. Oh, and Robo fishtailing all over the place there. Jack Spack, 3-second time penalty. Interesting, that's not going to be helping them, especially in these closing few moments in this Grand Prix, as they've got a Red Bull of 1.7 seconds behind, who all they have to do is just sit pretty within that 3 seconds gap to the car behind, and then they could keep it nice and get that position off the track. We'll look at the penalty situation right now. So as things stand, Benji could be getting a podium here, with Verpe getting that second place. If he could gain 4 seconds in the next few laps, then he could end up getting that win, with Ali having a 3-second time penalty. Stray Dog, as things stand right now, will inherit that 5th place. He just has to sit pretty behind. Same with Andrew Pipsmith with 8th, behind Jack Spack. So looking on at Stray Dog 0, getting closer. Just best thing to do would just be to keep the pressure on them, not go for the move just yet. Just play it smart and play it safe, as I know that they won't be able to catch up to the car up ahead, but they may as well. But looking on right now, it looks like he's just going for the move anyway. And now they're going to be side by side around turn 14. Robbo looks like he's going to be the one under threat here. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, and is that the Ferrari of Jack Spack? Yep, and they've got a broken front wing. Sorry about that there, folks, but looking on, Stray Dog 0 is now up into 5th place. On lap 23 now. This is going to be the 3rd last time that we're going to be going down this back straight. Now let's see, is Robo going to go for it just yet? If it does, he's just wanting to try and put the pressure on and force a big mistake from Stray Dog 0. And with that lagging, geez, he peeps that is going to end up causing a big mistake from the McLaren driver. Oh, and the McLaren was tucking in behind there, trying to keep the speed going and keep the momentum. Not worrying too much about the gap now. No, about getting the position on track, it seems. So as long as they sit within at least 3 seconds, then they could get that nice and easy. Benji now is up into 4th. Is now up right on the tail of Passe in 3rd there. So looking on right now, can we see the McLaren going for it? Now it looks like both McLarens could end up making a position up on the last lap, even if they stay where they are. But Benji, not wanting to leave anything to chance, it looks like he is going for the move, using that slipstream, now has that DRS, and look how much speed they got there. As soon as that DRS activated, and they just carried that momentum on. and now up into third place they go. Quite a way off the cars ahead. Of course, the only thing that's going to help them is if they end up making a mistake. Is Verpe going to be able to manage to get that first place? The only way that they could do that is by hoping that Ali does make an error. They could see them all the way up in the distance, just going through into turn 5. Passe, what are they going to do? Are they going to just be sitting nice behind and playing the fair game? That would be Benji would be thinking to themselves, it would be much appreciated if he did, but I'm unsure if that is going to be the case, as Passe is still sitting real close to the back of Benji. This is the closest battle on track right now. This battle for third position and also the battle for fifth. Looking on from the T-cam of Passe right now, he's got that McLaren in his sights. He's going to be bearing down, using that battery, using the slipstream, using the DRS, everything that they can. 216 miles an hour. Who's going to be later on the brakes? It looks like it's going to be Passe, but that McLaren isn't going to be too phased by that, or are they? They're trying to carry that speed as much as they can. They're going to be going side by side across the line. Who's going to be walking out with it on the track? It's Benji, who manages to get it by 0.04 of a second on track. If Passe didn't have that, that would be a penalty. That would have been really close between the two of them. Robbo, unfortunately, not managing to get close enough or pull away. We'll have that 6 seconds worth of penalties, and it finishes down in 6th place after Stray Dog getting that 5th. So both the McLaren's managing to get up in the final lap. Look at that, nicely does it. Both of them going side by side there all the way back around the track, and we'll be congratulating each other on an excellent race here and an excellent season. Percival just coming up to the final corner now. And then we've got Jack Spark, who unfortunately didn't have the best of races and finishes down in 10th position. And there we go, folks. That is the end of season 2, and that is the end of round 10 also. So Verpe getting driver of the day, and I think that is quite a fair assessment. So, not many drivers out on track tonight, but there was still plenty of action, with Ali getting that win there from third on the grid, and nicely done from them. Did end up getting a 3-second time penalty, but managed to get a 6-second gap there to Verpe in second place, who I would say managed to do an excellent race after forgetting their setup. To put their custom setup on. They did end up managing to get from 5th to 2nd. Benji Bucket, another newcomer there, managing to get the fastest lap and a podium also. So 2 reserves jumping in there, getting that 2nd and 3rd, nicely done, and the fastest lap of 1:33.607. Passe in 4th. Then we had Stray Dog 0 in 5th, Robo 6th, Test Driver 7th, Andrew Pipsmith was 8th, 9th for Percival, 10th for Jack Sparks, St. Power 11th, and unfortunately did not finish the Grand Prix, was Stray Dog 3. So, until next season, it is the end of Extinguished Motorsport. Tomorrow I will be live again at 8 PM for IRC Esports. So, tune back in tomorrow, 8 o'clock midnight UK time, and I'll be live again for, I think it was the Qatar Grand Prix with IRC. So until tomorrow, from me, it is going to be peace out.